Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe. I am your host, Jordy, and today I am joined with
Will.
Oh, yeah, we're excited to be here. Hopefully, you guys had a great Monday. Today's a MegaSota game day. It's one of the biggest gambling nights of the week, and so you guys better be coming out all day long. We're going to be streaming to you live on all those brand new Pilot TVs, your Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, on YouTube and on Twitch as well. Both of our channel names are MegaSota for you guys.
Oh, yeah, and speaking of those shiny new Pilot TVs, we just sent out a bunch of new locations over at the Rusty Duck 2, Happy Hour Madison, Toppers, Windrift Lounge, Westfield Golf Club, Eagles Austin, Maple View Lounge 2, the Cree Bar and Grill, Bobby Joe's, the Bar and Grill, American Legion Fridley, Municipal Liquor Store Eagle Bend, as well as VFW Eagle Bend. So congratulations to all those locations getting those shiny new Pilot TVs, and we wish you guys a little bit of extra luck on these games of Vikings Bingo that we'll have just 10 minutes after we get off air from this.
Absolutely, and there's even more locations out there getting some Pilot TVs, like McHugh's Bar and Grill. We had Muddy Chicken Burnsville, Muddy Cow Shakopee, Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville, a big-time location.
Oh, yeah.
The Red Men Club, Flame Bar, Red Fox Tavern, Goodfellas Lakeville, Old Piper in Lakeville, as well as Blasco's Embassy Bar.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Congratulations to all those locations getting those shiny new Pilot TVs. We wish you guys all this extra luck on these games of all this bingo that we have throughout the day.
Absolutely, and we're getting our day started off right with that Vikings Bingo. It's going to be happening in just about 19 minutes for you guys, about 29 minutes actually, and it's starting off at 12 p.m. We have that jackpot sitting at $1,659. You guys can take it home in 52 balls or less, and we'll have 10 rounds of it for you guys to try.
Oh, yeah, and going on from 1 all the way till 4 right after that, we've got our Game Day Bingo 50-cent cards. You guys want to stick around for that because that major is starting off today at $4,145, and you guys can take that home in 52 balls or less. Although that isn't the only time we'll be playing some Game Day Bingo, so you guys will definitely want to stick around for that 4 to 6 time, especially because that minor might be sticking around. It's starting off today at $261 at a 52 ball count. And not to worry, if it doesn't go out on any of those games, every single game it doesn't go out, it'll be jumping up 2 balls each and every game.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. We also play it from 4 to 6 during our happy hour show, so make sure you come out for it all day long. We also have some Skull Bingo going on, and right at 6 p.m., we're starting off with a coverall jackpot of $15,247.95. You guys can take that prize home in 50 balls or less. You guys will definitely want to come out for it later today.
Oh, yeah, and if you guys were one of our jackpot winners yesterday, we had 2 of them, making that a pretty successful Monday. The first of which went out to WKJ over at Mills Lounge, taking home a nice jackpot of $738.50.
Wow, nicely done. Next time we had longtime player Mad Dog over at Boudreaux's Bar 2, taking home an ominous jackpot, as that total ended up being $666.65. I feel like we should have given him just one extra penny.
I'm A-okay with us not giving him that extra penny, actually. But still, although it is nice to hand out more money, I think Mad Dog's okay without that one extra cent. He's always taking home those jackpots, and it shows because he's always sending in those player pictures.
Absolutely, and you guys can take home jackpots along the day as well, so make sure you guys are sticking around and playing Pilot games with us. But we also have a bunch of different E-Tab games that we have to offer that you guys can choose to play at any time. The latest one that we've released is called the Bounty Hunter, so you can try your hand and collect those lucky horseshoes and try your hand in the Bonanza bonus round or pick a lucky door in the Saloon door bonus. We definitely want you guys to check it out. It's been out for almost 3 weeks now, so you guys will definitely want to check it out and let us know what you think. We love hearing your feedback.
Oh, yeah, and now we're going to be looking into the weather. We're looking into Burnsville, Minnesota for you guys. Looking like it's going to be a pretty warm day, around 80 degrees.
Wow.
Sunny early, then partly cloudy and windy this afternoon. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible in the late. High around 80 degrees with those winds south at 20 to 30 miles an hour. Very windy day.
Very gusty. That you guys should definitely be in the know about, because tonight it's going to be cooling off and almost cutting the temperature in half. That low is looking at about a low of 49 degrees with scattered thunderstorms early on and some cloudy skies after midnight. Those gusty winds and small hail is even possible there as well. That is wind going to be shifting about northwest, going 10 to 20 miles per hour, but that chance of rain is looking about 60%.
Oh, yeah, and if you're trying to avoid getting hit by those that hail, you might want to be staying inside playing a little Pilot games, and not to worry, we got plenty of that for you guys.
Oh, yeah, I think that sounds a little bit better than hail.
Oh, yeah. because right after we get off air, just 10 minutes, we start off with our Vikings bingo, 25-cent cards. You guys want to stick around for that, going from 12 all the way till 1. That jackpot starting off the day at $1,659. And as always, you guys can take that home in 52 balls or less. But you guys won't only be taking home all that money. You guys will also be earning some points for our Viking Zone standings. And our player standings have been pretty crazy recently.
Absolutely. We had some craziness happening in the top of our standings, but we'll talk about the tail end before we get there. We still only have one player outside of that 100,000 point club, T-Bone. They play at Popper, sitting in 10th place as they sit with 99,000 points, only 1,000 points behind 9th place player Kirby at VFW Blaine, who has 100,000 points exactly. But it doesn't stop there. They're all in tie with such a close-knit race with our 8th place player, Red, playing at American Legion Fridley, only 3,000 points separating them and Kirby as they sit with 103,000 points.
Oh, yeah, shortly ahead in 7th, though. Actually, previously in 6th, getting pushed back, we got Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant, currently sitting with 122,000 points. They got pushed back by 6th place, previously in 5th, Tez, who's over at Poppers with 135,000 points, able to jump ahead of Caribou after getting a couple nice jackpots.
Absolutely, but after them, we have just two other players outside of that 200,000 point club as we sit with Loser Dave in 5th place at VFW Spring Lake Park with 191,000 points, and in 4th place, Sinbob at Corky's Bar South Haven with 197,000. But this is where things get crazy.
Oh yeah, this starts off our 200,000 point club and a couple crazy shakeups that we had. Because in 3rd place, previously in 2nd, getting pushed back, we got Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 212,000 points. Only 1,000 points ahead, and previously in 1st, now in 2nd, we got Scrub Eye over at American Legion Fridley with 213,000 points. Now I know you guys are wondering who did that pushing. We got 1st place, previously in 2nd, Mikey Wins, who's over at Steve-O's with 216,000 points, meaning there's only about 4,000 points between Mikey Wins and that 3rd place Nan with Scrub Eye right in the middle.
Absolutely, that is some crazy stuff. It is a dogfight right now. They are highly competitive players coming out each and every day to get those wins, so I'm very excited when Ian and I are taking over that Vikings bingo in just a little bit to see who's going to be coming out and taking home those wins. Do you have a prediction?
I have a feeling that we might be seeing Nan push Scrub Eye back.
I think so as well, and I think that Mikey Wins is going to be furthering that lead into 1st place.
Although we can't count Scrub Eye out, though,
No.
because I feel like once he does get pushed back in that 3rd place spot, he's going to be coming back with a vengeance.
Oh, absolutely. So make sure you guys are coming out from 12 to 1 to try your hand at that Vikings bingo, because while you guys are taking home those points, the locations you play at also take home points as well. And now we have the entirety of our standings in the 100,000 point club or higher, which is awesome stuff, as we actually had some shakeups at the tail end of our standings, as our 10th place player jumped up into 9th, pushing 9th back to 10th. Now sitting in that 10th place spot, we have Halfley's Bar in Richmond with 105,000 points, and in 9th place jumping up now, it's Steve-O's in Crystal with 113,000.
Oh yeah, that was the only switch up we had in that back half, but in 8th place, we had Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 120,000 points. In 7th place, we had Miniature Sports Hub in La Crescent with 123,000 points.
Yeah.
Those were the last locations outside of that 200,000 point club, because starting that off in 6th place, we have our place on 3rd and Faribault with 236,000 points, only about 3,000 points behind 5th place VFW Blaine. One close race to watch out for because they're sitting with 239,000 points.
Absolutely, but with exactly 100,000 points ahead of them in 4th place, we have Poppers in Virginia, who sits with 339,000 points. They're kind of in a league of their own right now. That's kind of middle ground, because right into 3rd place, there is a big gap between them. Corky's Bar in South Haven sits with an accumulated 397,000 points. We're going to be seeing them get into that 400,000 point club very soon.
Oh yeah, but starting off that 400,000 point club in 2nd place, we have American Legion Fridley, currently sitting with 459,000 points. Definitely a very large lead there. But with an even larger lead in 1st place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park with a whopping 556,000 points, only about 3,000 points away from having a whole 100,000 point lead.
Absolutely, that is incredible, VFW Spring Lake Park. It's been awesome watching all these locations all season 12 long, and I can't wait to see what the shakeups will ensue as this tail end happens. So make sure you guys are coming out in just about, what would you say, 21 minutes? We're going to be jumping into some Vikings bingo, so make sure you guys come out for it. But right now, if you guys couldn't tell, we're listening to a little Buku Bucks action. It's an awesome E-Tab game that you guys can play at any time. You can head in the woods in search of big bucks or go over to the Deer Cap and play a round of beer pong. It is a lot of fun, and you can win some trophy prizes along the way.
Oh yeah, but if that isn't quite your theme, which I don't know why it wouldn't be with hunting season just around the corner, we do have over 70 different charitable E-Tab games you guys can check out, all with their own theme. You guys can play these at any time and win huge prizes up to $1,500, and all these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. They all also have awesome bonus and free played rounds that you guys can check out, and they're all definitely a ton of fun, especially with those bonus rounds.
Absolutely. So make sure you guys check them all out and let us know which one is your favorite, since there is such a wide variety of different themes to choose from. But after we get done with our Vikings bingo today, you guys are going to jump into some game day bingo. They're 50-cent cards, and they're going to be running from 1 all the way till 4 p.m. We are starting off the day with that minor prize at $261 at 52 balls or less. We have a major at $4,145 at 42 balls or less, and that mega prize at $37,412 at 48 balls or less. I actually think that ball count is higher on that minor. I think it might be at 62 balls or less, if I'm not mistaken, as we left it off pretty high on that last game last night.
Oh yeah, make sure you guys are coming on out from 1 to 4 to check that out, because right after that, we get into our happy hour stream, which starts off with that first game of Lucky 4 Bingo right at 4 o'clock, where you guys take a stab at $39,930. But not to worry if you guys are unable to get that jackpot. After 23 more games of Game Day Bingo, running from 4 all the way till 6, you guys will be getting a second shot at that Lucky 4 Bingo. But during those times, you guys will be all going after those same prizes, that minor, that mega, and that major, depending on if that minor or any of those prizes go out or stick around.
Absolutely. Whatever those prizes grow to at the end of that 4 p.m. span, that's what they'll pick back up as for our happy hour show. And it seems like it's at 52 balls or less, but we'll have to see when you guys jump into it at 1 p.m. what it starts off as. But while you guys are playing from 4 to 6, whether you're playing that Skull Bingo or our Game Day Bingo, it is a great time to take home points towards our happy hour standings as well. We have not been able to switch up and update our standings since we switched over from that Jackpot Hunter game, but we've been keeping diligent track of all of your points, and we will get it updated to you guys as soon as possible. But I'll let you take the player side away, and I'll take the locations.
Oh yeah, kicking off our player side of these standings, in 10th place, we had a 3-way tie between Wolfstein over at Carbone's Pizza CR Billiards, Crazy Kid over at the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, and Jay Surma, who's over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill Roseville. They were all tied with 10,000 points. In another 3-way tie in 7th, we had Dustball 75 over at Charlie Sports Bar and Grill, Tesla over at Friends Bar and Restaurant, and Kirby over at American Legion Fridley, all with 11,000 points. With 12,000 points in 6th, we had Lucky Ride over at South Street Saloon. 5th was Chica over at William McCoy's of Andover with 13,000 points. In 4th, we had Billany over at VFW Blaine with 15,000 points. With 17,000 points in 3rd, we had Olars over at Onamia Vets Club. 2nd place was Brother Nate over at Carbone's Pizza CR Billiards with 20,000 points. And in 1st place, we had Funk over at Carbone's Pizza CR Billiards with 38,000 points.
Absolutely, that's some awesome stuff. And on the location side, we have our 10th place location, Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel. They sit with 16,000 points. Then we have that tie in 8th between the Barrel House Bar and Cafe in Coon Rapids and Willie McCoy's of Andover. They both sat with 17,000. Then with 19,000 points in 7th place, we had Carbone's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville. 6th place was VFW Blaine with 23,000. Then right ahead of them with 26,000. In 5th place, we have the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop. 4th place, American Legion Fridley. They sat with 33,000. Then with 44,000 in 3rd place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park. 2nd place, Onamia Vets Club. They sat with 46,000. And in 1st place, it is Carbone's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 80,000 points.
Oh yeah, we can't wait to get those updated so we can see all those crazy shakeups that are going on. But after you guys get done with that last game of Lucky 4 Bingo right at 6 o'clock, you guys will be getting into some Skull Bingo $1 cards running from 6 to 6:40 and then from 8:30 all the way till 10 o'clock. During those times, you guys will be going after a line prize starting off the day at $194. You guys can always take that home in 10 balls or less. That large frame prize, which is starting off the day at $1,691, you guys can always take that home in 43 balls or less. And that coverall prize that always goes out at 50 balls or less, you guys could take home $15,247. but we do have a very fun interruption during those times of Skull Bingo.
Absolutely. Tonight at about 6:40, you guys will expect some MegaSota game night action. It's going to be a great one. You guys will definitely want to come out and take home some jackpots and some PGL points along the way. And you better stick around because the Jackpot Jungle Coverall finale, it has 54 balls or less to you guys take home $39,881. You guys will definitely want to come out for it tonight, but we have an awesome specialty night tomorrow as well.
Oh yeah, tomorrow we have our very last Twins Wednesday, which is going on from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, with me and Ian taking the helm, winning you guys through all this awesome PGL action. But just so you guys know, it isn't our last it is our last specialty night on Wednesday. We are just switching it on over to Wild Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Since those Wild are finally getting started with their season. Make sure you guys are coming on out to support those Wild. And while you guys are all playing at the tail end of the night, we have a grand finale of our own. This one being 2 games of Wipeout Blackout, in case you guys are missing a little bit of that summer theme.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun, but whether you're coming on tonight or tomorrow, you need to make sure you're signed up at pgl.world. Once you're a member of the Pilot Gambling League, you'll be able to be awarded those PGL points that can be earned on our specialty nights, but you also get access to insider information like a monthly newsletter, and we love highlighting all the new players who sign up as well.
Oh yeah, those players that got signed up are Blue Frog 12, Pink Fly 123, Fred Trisha, By Palumbo, Andrew Scar, Sparky File, Gina 1440, B Santer 34, Midnight, Kate, Sham as JLP, as well as Peterson 27. So congratulations to all those players. We hope to see you guys on those PGL standings.
Oh, absolutely. But we've had players competing all season 12 long so far, and we're going to talk about the shakeups that happened on just the last specialty night that we had, because there were some shakeups happening in the middle of our standings. But staying off in 10th place, we still had Keeves. They play at Clearwater Corners and currently have 618,000 points. And in 9th place, Sarah Honey sits over at VFW Austin with 692,000 points acquired so far.
Oh yeah, we had a switch up in 8th place though, because in 8th, previously in 7th, we have Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 702,000 points. With 710,000 points in 7th place. Previously in 6th, also getting pushed back, it's Keith over at Billy's Rockford. In 6th place, previously in 8th, doing jumping forward, we have Chapster over at Moe's with 728,000 points. They were able to push back Keith as well as Nixon.
Absolutely, that's some awesome stuff. The rest of our standings stayed still in our top 5, and so in 5th place we had Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill sitting with 728,000. Then with 764,000 in 4th place we had Bergar at Rusty Nail Thief River Falls. 3rd place Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill with 779,000. With 790,000. In 2nd place, we had Devoided at the Roadside. And in 1st place, it is Forget UD leading the pack at VFW Austin with 1,164,000 points.
Oh yeah, good job to all those players in those standings. But we do have our top 5 for our locations to get into. And in 5th, we have Corner Pocket and Rice with 2,209,000 points. 4th is Mabel Liquor Store with 2,467,000 points. With 2,652,000 points. In 3rd, we have VFW Northfield. In 2nd, it's Poppers in Virginia with 2,746,000 points. And in 1st place, and in their very own point club, it's Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 3,360,000 points.
Absolutely, that's some awesome stuff. So make sure you guys are coming out tonight and tomorrow for those specialty nights and try your hand at them. But if you guys want to stay in the know about all things Pilot Games, head over to our Facebook page. And once you search up Pilot Games, you can give us a follow and a like. You'll be able to keep up with all of our weekly bingo schedules, event details, big progressives, player pictures, and utilize that link tree. Where if you click that website link, it's got direct links to social medias like Twitter and Instagram, all of our streaming platforms, as well as a PGL.world and all the locations that you guys can play my Pilot Games.
Oh yeah, but we have come to the tail end of our broadcast for you guys. We're just about 10 minutes away from getting into all that Vikings bingo, and we have our most important part of the broadcast, our player spotlight. We're currently spotlighting Mikey Wins, who is playing over at Steve-O's when they took home a jackpot of $23,632. And everyone who plays over at Steve-O supports the awesome charity, the West Metro Fire Rescue District Firefighters Relief Triple Crown. Their mission statement is committed to protecting the community's quality of life through prevention, preparedness, and all hazards emergency response. Definitely a very important charity.
Absolutely. That is a great charity to support and a great jackpot that Mikey Wins got to take home. Stick around in just 10 minutes. We're going to be jumping into that Vikings bingo. Ian and I will be back live with you guys. So make sure you guys get enrolled. And remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Hey guys, and we are here for a little bit of Vikings bingo action. We got $1,702 of total prizes in this game. Should be a really fun one, and you guys just got 45 seconds to get enrolled. We'll be streaming all these games live to you guys on the PilotTV, Player Connect app. Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota, both YouTube Live and Twitch.
This is funny. Yeah, no, check out all of our different streaming platforms. We would love to see you checking out on them. We'll shoot you out a little bit of extra luck. And if you find yourself at a location like having a brand new Pilot TV, those locations include the McHugh's Grill and Bar, Muddy Chicken Burnsville, Muddy Cow Shakopee, Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville, Red Man's Club, Flame Bar, Red Fox Tavern, Goodfellas Lakeville, Old Piper Inn Lakeville, and Blasco's Embassy Bar. Sorry, you almost made me cry earlier.
Because of a burp?
Yeah.
My burp? I didn't realize.
It was because of the, After.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh my goodness.
We do have line and large M prizes.
yeah.
$5 available on those. A $1,687 coverall. We'll see who can end up getting the win on this one. Have you ever seen the movie Goodfellas?
I've seen a lot of clips. I've seen a lot of parts of it, but never sat down and watched it all the way through.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same way where I've been around people who've watched it all
exactly.
the way through, and I probably watched all the movie in its entirety, but I just have watched it in different clips.
Increments, yes.
Yeah.
We do have Carla, though, over at Broadway Pizza Coon Rapids, taking home that $5 line prize. Nicely done. Now we're working on a $5 large M, and we got $1,687 on that jackpot.
Yeah, and if we give out that jackpot, you'll be added to our jackpot list, which we've given out 323 jackpots during this season 12. 22 went out this past week, and 2 of them went out just on Monday. The first one that went out on Monday went to WKJ over at Mills Lounge, taking home $738. Good job, WKJ.
Absolutely. And then this next one, it's a little ominous. And it went out to longtime player Mad Dog over at Boudreaux's Bar 2, and they ended up taking home $666.65.
Yeah, cool stuff there. Good job to all of our winners in this past yesterday's games of bingo. We're now working on these jackpots here, and we'll see if we can give out over $1,000 in this coverall, but we just have to give it out in 52 balls or less. Dago 11 already 3 balls away on that large M. But we have a bunch of great jackpots going out in our newest E-Tab game. And Goodfellas is Western themed, correct?
No.
What's Goodfellas?
It's like
themed?
Robert De Niro and like...
You're right. I'm thinking of a completely different movie.
It's like... Goodfellas is, it's like Joe Pesci.
See, what I'm getting it mixed up with is... Gosh, I have to think of... who is Ryan Gosling? Ryan Gosling's in it.
Really? A Ryan Gosling Western?
Let me see if I can figure it out.
I don't know if I've seen this then.
I gotta make sure that it's a Ryan. Nice Guys. The Nice Guys is what I was getting with
It's
Goodfellas.
also not a Western. We got Dago 11 as well as Shady BV Dago 11 over at the Polar Lounge, and Shady playing at Rich Spring Golf Club. They're splitting up that $5 large M. And there it is. We got Dago 11 over at the Polar Lounge, taking home that must-go prize of $7 going out to you. Nicely done.
Yeah, it's not a Western either, but he does kind of have a Western look to him.
Because he's got a brown leather gun holster.
And a rockin' mustache.
He does have a rockin' mustache.
And he just kind of got that Western swag. I don't know what to tell you, but
That's okay.
yeah, got it mixed up. Got nice guys mixed up with good fellas. I guess that I feel like that's not too far off.
No, the names 100%. I get where the names they got messed up, but then when you actually think of the concepts of the movies, it's just.
Yeah.
It's a little comical.
No, they're definitely not anything
Yeah,
close
see,
to
it's okay.
Westerns.
They're very different, but I get Goodfellas confused with The Godfather all the time. I always want to be like, there's Al Pacino in Goodfellas, and he's just not in Goodfellas.
Not in Goodfellas, that's funny. Well, we were talking about Bounty Hunter, our newest E-Tab game. Collect lucky horseshoes and try the Bonanza bonus, or try your luck and pick a lucky door in the Saloon Door bonus.
Oh, absolutely.
But I've seen Goodfellas all the way through, and I've watched that one, sat down and actually watched Goodfellas all the way through, now that I remember what Goodfellas is.
Yeah.
The Nice Guys, I have not seen all the way through. I've only seen little bits and pieces of it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought we had watched it before.
Yeah, no, I was in and out of the room when you
Okay.
guys were watching it in the living room. I was doing something else. I don't remember.
Oh,
I
well,
wasn't that
it's a
into
good
the movie. I watched like the first half of
That's
it, and
funny.
then I watched the second half of it when someone else was watching it in our living room.
Yeah, that's the guy who plays Zeus.
Yes, yeah, I know.
And what's his name?
Kurt Russell.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Yeah,
That's his name. Kurt Russell.
I was gonna say Kurt Russell. Who's Kurt Russell? Kurt Russell is the guy in Iron Man, right?
He's like Sky High's dad.
Oh no, he's in Marvel movies as well as in Guardians of the Galaxy. He plays Star-Lord's father.
Does he?
Yes.
Oh, I don't even know if he's credited for it.
He's in Guardian of the Galaxy
Yes,
too.
he is. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm not too far off, you know. They're both Russells that are in.
He's in a Western. The Hateful Eight.
Oh, look at that. Westerns. We connected it somehow.
It all comes back around somehow.
To Westerns and Bounty Hunter. Play our newest E-Tab game. You can see a preview of that E-Tab game on our Facebook page. All you got to do is search up Pilot Games and you'll see our logo. Click on that and you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You can also click the website link on that Facebook page, which is our link tree. It's got links to bar locations, other socials, pgl.world, and pretty much everything you can need to know about Pilot Games is on that Facebook page. So definitely check it out.
Absolutely. It's a great resource to use. But each and every day, Monday through Friday, we have a 20-minute segment that's a great resource as well, and it goes over all the hot tips of the day. It's called Cup of Joe. Whether it's with Jordy or with John, you guys are checking out all the great stuff that happened the day previous and all of our standings, as well as where all the great cash is leaving off for the day starting out. It's a great little segment. It starts at 11:30 Monday through Friday, and it's which leads you right into what you're playing right now.
Oh, yeah, and from 12 to 1 every single day, 7 days a week, we play Vikings Bingo. We got that over $1,600 jackpot available in this game. We'll see, is it up to $1,700? Yeah, $1,700 on that jackpot. We'll see if we can give it out in 52 balls or less. And we'll have opportunities at that jackpot all the way till 1 o'clock. But right at 1 o'clock, that's when we get into the Game Day Bingo. The unhosted Game Day Bingo runs from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock. And you'll have prizes like a mega of $37,412 you can take home in 48 balls or less. A major prize of $4,145 you can take home in 52 balls or less. And a minor prize of $261 that you can take home in 52 balls or less. That minor prize gets super exciting because every game it clicks up 2 balls, meaning that jackpot should go out fairly quickly.
Absolutely, but we got Julski over at the VFW Spring Lake Park taking home $4 on that lion prize. We're working on $4 on that large M, and we got over $1,700 on that jackpot. We have all 3 of our top 3 players in the Twiking Zone out there right now.
Ooh, that's big time.
They got
stuff.
big stuff riding on the line right now. I'm not surprised.
For sure. But after that 1 to 4 time of Game Day Bingo, you actually get some more game day bingo,
That's
but
right.
this time it's hosted for a little happy hour action. Happy hour gets bracketed by 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo, one at 4 p.m. and one at 6 p.m. Well, you have an opportunity of $39,930 at that 4 p.m. opportunity, and if it doesn't go out, you'll have another one at 6 o'clock. But in between then, you got more games of game day bingo, where wherever that mega, major, or minor prize left out at, you'll have more chances to take them home.
Absolutely. It's a great time. You guys will definitely want to come out for that. But starting at 6 p.m. and going till about 6:40 tonight. And then again from about 8:30 till 10 p.m. we got Skull Bingo going on. Usually it runs each and every day from 7 to 10 uninterrupted. But tonight and tomorrow we got some specialty nights. And so make sure you guys are coming out because right at 6 p.m. we're starting off with a line prize sitting at $194 already. And you guys can take it home in 10 balls or less. We have a large frame at $1,691. You can take that home in 43 balls or less, and a coverall jackpot sitting at $15,247, sitting at 50 balls or less.
We do have a large M going out to Gara over at Adagio's, taking home that $4 large M. As we try and give out that jackpot, no, we are clicking past it to a $7 Musco coverall prize. Don West and Dave leading the charge.
That's
we'll
right.
see if anybody else can join up with them and take home this great prize. But you guys can take some great prizes home tonight, as we got a MegaSota game night happening tonight, and it happens at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Take home some PGL points as well as a grand finale jackpot where they got $39,881 available. You can take home in 54 balls or less.
Absolutely, but we got Gara once again over at Adagio's. They're taking home that $7 Musco prize in this game number 2. Nicely done. We got that jackpot. Moving on over to game number 3. So make sure you guys get enrolled in the next couple minutes. But we got that MegaSota game night tonight. But tomorrow night we have another specialty night. That's our Twins Wednesday, and it's the final Twins Wednesday before making the switch on over to a Wild Wednesday. You can check those out each and every Wednesday from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. And it's when Ian and Will take on over and try and give out those jackpots and PGO points themselves. They have their own grand finale game, but it's 2 rounds of Wipeout Blackout. So if you're trying to hold on to that summer season, those are the games for you. It's a super fun beach ball theme one that you guys will definitely want to check out to take home some cash.
I definitely think it's an absolute blast. So come out for both those nights, MegaSota game night as well as Twins Wednesday, as well as come out for our game day bingo, which is going to be happening this Sunday at 12 o'clock. While those Vikings are taking on the Dolphins.
That's some exciting stuff, so make sure you guys come out for it. That's when we were able to give out that Vikings bingo jackpot just this last Sunday. Ian gave out over, what was it?
It was like
$23,000 that went out to Mikey Wins.
Yeah, a huge win, and had a huge shakeup to the
Huge
standings,
impact.
as those standings even got a bigger shakeup happening today. But before we get into all those standings, Twins news, and everything like that, we have some national days to talk about. The first one being World Sight Day. This day is both a call to action and a drive for awareness concerning vision care around the globe. Prevention of diseases help to reduce blindness and vision impairment. Beyond prevention, World Sight Day seeks to improve recognition and access to care for those in needs of service.
Very cool stuff. Yeah, it's very, very important. A lot of people take it for granted because it's such almost a given in a lot of people's lives. But as you age, you definitely start to feel that your sight definitely starts to be one of the first things to get kind of messy.
Here's some tips on how to prevent vision loss. Your ears are an important part of your health. You can do many things that keep them healthy and make sure you're seeing your best. Here's some of those 5 simple ways to be able to keep your eyes in their golden years. Have a comprehensive dilated eye exam. You might think your vision is fine or your eyes are healthy, but visiting an eye care professional for a exam is the only way to really be sure.
Producer Ben is checking in. He says that shirt is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a great one. It's our one of our newest eTab games that just got released, Stinkin' Rich. It's a great one. We love these t-shirts and all the eTab ones. Stinkin' Rich, one of my favorite designs for the t-shirts we've put out.
Yeah, it's really funny because of the green. It'll catch and show the background, but because it shows see-through, I almost feel like I should be seeing you underneath the shirt, you know?
Oh, yeah, but that's not how it
That's
works.
just not how it works.
I wish it was. That would be funny.
Yeah, did you grab Ben one of these cool shirts?
I don't know if Ben ended up getting one of these shirts. I think I grabbed him a bunch that but I'm not quite sure all the different ones I ended up grabbing him.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying to him, I think it's one of my favorite shirts to wear with the Vikings bingo background.
Oh, that's a super one. Oh, Ben looks pretty disappointed as he gave me just a flat no. He did not get one of these shirts. Well, hopefully,
maybe next time.
Maybe when I get access to shirts again, maybe I'll swing one. I'll try and get one over to you. We do have Mikey Wins over at the Chili Line, taking home a line prize of $4 and also taking some points to aid in his standings, which I know he's definitely going to try and keep his spot that he has right now. But we are now working on a $4 large gem and talking about how to maintain that eyesight.
Absolutely. Did you already talk about maintaining those blood sugar levels?
No, I did not.
All right. Well, that is a great way to help.
Wow.
90% of blindness is actually caused by diabetes, and it is preventable. Ask your healthcare team to help you sit and reach goals to manage your blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol, all known as the ABCs of diabetes.
Oh, no, 90% of blindness caused by diabetes is preventable.
Okay.
Not 90% of blindness is caused by diabetes and is preventable. No, okay. So if you have diabetes and, you could worried.
You could potentially go blind, but it is 100% preventable.
Yeah, very, very much so. Next one is keep your family's eye health history. Talk to your family members about their eye health history. It is important to know if anyone has been diagnosed with an eye disease or condition. I mean, that's a very good thing to know just about all your medical history because a lot of those diseases are genetic and stuff like that.
A lot of what you inherit. But we do have Mikey Wins at the Chili Lime taking home yet another win. The large gem of $4 going out to you. Now we're working on that jackpot. We got 5 more balls before we're moving past it, and we got Elsa 3 balls away. Okay,
some quick ones. Eat right to protect your sight. Maintain a healthy weight. Wear protective eyewear when you're going out in that sun. You don't want to be staring into it. Quit smoking or never start. That's a great one as well. Be cool and wear your shades. Outside of just protective eyewear like maybe a hat or something, you could also just wear those shades to keep the ultraviolet rays out.
Wow, the triple win. Mikey Wins at the Chili Lime. $6 going out to you on that must-go. Nicely done, taking the hat trick on this game number 3. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 4 now.
Okay, give your eyes a rest. There's another one. When you're staring at that computer screen for over 20 minutes, you probably should look away about 20 feet in front of you for 20 seconds.
That's probably smart.
So every 20 minutes, you should probably look away for your screen about 20 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, just to make sure that your eyes don't get, too messed up by it. Clean your hands and contact lenses properly. Obviously, if you're wearing contacts, you want to keep those eyes, and you're constantly touching your face with your eyes. So keep those hands clean.
When we were at your cousin's wedding, your aunt, who needs to wear glasses, the mother of the groom, she had contact lenses in, and after the ceremony, after the pictures were done, we got to the reception, and she was like, you know what? I can't do it anymore. I have to see. I need my glasses on. I need to be comfortable. And so she goes, this tends to freak people out. So in her ball gown, she crouches down at the table and just takes out her contact lenses.
It was hilarious.
And Yaya was just like kind of shielding her with her bag, being like, it's okay. And it was so funny. And I was like, you just do what you need to do, girl.
Yeah, get those glasses on and get dancing. I know she had a good time afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
But also practice workplace eye safety. If you're working in a place that could injure your eyes or anything like that, make sure you're wearing those protective goggles or any other wear that is mandated to keep that safety.
You never think it's going to be you until it's you.
Yeah.
I just saw a terrifying video on social media of a man that was working with one of those power saws. Man, it stuck right in his the goggles he was wearing.
Yeah, and he didn't have any kind of injury
damage,
to it.
but literally within 2 inches of his eyeball.
Yeah, it's crazy. So if he wasn't wearing that protective gear, it would have been out of his eye probably. And so good thing he was wearing that. Wear that protective gear and make sure your eyes stay safe on World Sight Day.
Absolutely. But next up, it's a big one. It is National Coming Out Day. Each year on October 11th, National Coming Out Day encourages civil awareness and recognition and supporting those in the LGBTQ community.
Oh yeah, I know that's one of the biggest moments in a lot of people who are part of that community's life, and so definitely a great day to celebrate, National Coming Out Day. Next up is National Sausage Pizza Day. Food lovers across the country enjoy National Sausage Pizza Day on October 11th each year. Whether you serve it on a thick or thin crust, sausage pizza goes well with other toppings too. Don't hesitate to add mushrooms and any variety of cheese. What's even better about sausage are the different kinds of sausage that you can choose from.
Absolutely.
There's certain sausage that I definitely I love on pizza.
There's
and there's
some I
other
really
sausage
don't.
that makes me almost sickly to eat the pizza.
I completely agree.
Yeah, but the certain sausage that works well for pizza, it's awesome. Like you throw that and mix it in with the meat lovers, because I just want all the meat on top.
Yeah.
And the sausage is one of the highlights of the show of a meat lovers,
Yeah.
just because it's got some of the more flavor
Yeah.
when you take a bite into it, and I think it pairs so well with a good meat lovers.
Absolutely. There's this one couple that I follow that follows alongside her pregnancy cravings, and he cooks her whatever she's craving that night. It's kind of like a segment they do, essentially. And she was craving sausage pizza, and so he made her a couple different variations, and they were such fun pizzas. And he used all different types of sausages for each one, and it was so cool. He had an apple smoked sausage for one. He had a chorizo ricotta one with a creamy white cheese, and then he had one that had crushed up kale and stuff on it.
That sounds good.
It was very fun. It made me want to experiment with sausage on pizza.
Yeah, you're not a huge fan of sausage pizza.
I never choose to eat it.
But it may be just that you have had
I'm just not a big fan of meat lovers because I'm not a big fan of ham and all of that.
Yeah.
But if I were to experiment with a couple different variations, I feel like I could find something I really like.
You could do a sausage bacon, and you're
I'm not. It could change my world.
Yeah, it could change your view on sausage. We do have that lime prize going at the Dago 11 over at the Polar Lounge, taking home $7. Good job, Dago 11. Now working on that $7 large M, as we got players already 5 balls away. Some big-time players like Scrub Eye and Mikey Wins.
Absolutely. I'll never forget when you changed my life and showed me bacon barbecue pizza.
Oh, such a good one. I'm so glad that I could introduce that to you.
It was a pivotal point in my pizza eating.
You now are an avid.
I choose it over anything.
It's your favorite pizza?
Yes.
It's such a good pizza.
My entire life, I believed that I was a pepperoni gal.
You realize that you're not that basic.
No.
You are a
I am a bacon barbecue gal.
That's right. That's great. Bacon barbecue, best pizza by far.
Absolutely.
It's so good. Replace that sauce with some barbecue sauce.
It's
somehow
so much better than marinara.
I don't know why though. I love bread, cheese, and marinara mixed together, but somehow barbecue, which I don't...
takes it to a completely new level.
And I wouldn't say, if you even said that in a statement to me, would you like some bread, cheese, barbecue sauce? I'd be like, that's a weird combo.
Yeah.
I don't think I would like that.
Yeah.
But then when you say
don't
barbecue...
dip mozzarella sticks in barbecue sauce.
Exactly, but it works.
It
works so good. We do still have balls dropping on this game, as we do have that large gem going out to Gara over at Adagio's. We do have a few balls. One last ball to try and give out this jackpot. We'll see if it goes out right here. No, moving
past it.
Yeah, to a $10 Musco coverall prize.
Yeah, well, we got Gara 2 balls away. Let's see if they can take home yet another win. But that was the last of our national days for you guys. So today is the day to celebrate all 3 of them.
Yeah, right now I've been kind of on a cheese pizza kick.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the cheese pizza kick.
Cheese pizza just topped pepperoni for me. Something that was once my favorite is now 3rd. But we do have Gara over at Adagio's in New Brighton taking home that $10 Musco prize. Nicely done to all of our winners in this game number 4. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 5 now.
Yeah, make sure you're getting enrolled. Press play as we get into a little bit of Twins news. They ended off the season 77-84, but after a season marred with injuries, the Minnesota Twins have dumped their head athletic trainer.
Really?
Makes sense, as so many people were injured this season.
Yeah.
Twins president and baseball operations Derek Favli announced Monday that Michael Salzar has been fired after 3 seasons with the team. Also, Derek Favli also said that there are no plans to make changes to the coaching staff under manager Rocco Baldelli.
I never actually realized that people's last names were actually Salazar.
Why did you?
That is such like a fantasy movie last name.
Oh,
or like,
Salazar?
Yeah, like I've just never heard anybody in real life have that name. It's always just been a fictional like.
I don't know like any fictional
person.
character with the last name Salazar.
In Pirates of the Caribbean, there's Captain Salazar, and he's the one that comes back from the dead.
Oh.
In the newest one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be the only
It's
one
just-
that I've heard it from then.
I don't know. It just sounds. I don't know. It sounds like an old wizard's name to me or something. I don't know. I've never realized it was like a real
That's
person's
funny.
name.
I think of it as a Spanish name.
Yeah, it is a Spanish name.
Yeah, that's what I think of, not an old wizard.
Yeah, Captain Salazar was a Hispanic man in the movie.
Was he?
Yeah.
Is that actor
Yeah.
Hispanic?
Yeah.
Wow. I would have never known that. That's really cool. Oh, I'm thinking of a different guy.
Yeah, this is Captain Salazar.
See, I was thinking of the annoying guy that just keeps on coming
That's
back in every.
Barbosa.
Yeah, I was thinking of Barbosa, and I was like,
He's a white man.
I was like, he is not Spanish.
He's an old white man.
I was like, if he was Spanish, I was like, okay, like.
No, Captain Salazar was played by Javier Bardem.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. He's one of the guys that I've talked about that I think he would play a good.
Wolverine.
No, not a good Wolverine. Play a good dad from Invincible, the animated series. If they did a live action, like I think he would do a great.
I love that.
It's like between him and John Hamm that I really like.
I
but
really like John Hamm.
They basically look the same.
Yeah.
I think if you put them side by side, it would be hard to tell the difference between the two, especially if they were in the same clean cut. We do have 23 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled. Press and play, $1,825. But you guys can play a great ETAB game. It's called Twins Win. We teamed up with the Minnesota Twins to create it, and you guys can even check out the Home Run Derby bonus round to see if you can win some Grand Slam prizes.
Absolutely. It's a great one. And so definitely check out that ETAB game. It's a great one, especially now that the Twin season is over. We still need you guys showing your support for them, so definitely check it out. But while you guys are playing this game each and every day, our Vikings bingo, or playing our Twins bingo the other half of the year, whatever it may be during that lunchtime, you guys are taking home points towards the Viking zone. And starting it off in 10th place, our only player outside of that 100,000 point club is T-Bone. They play at Poppers and sit with 99,000 points. Then with exactly 100,000 in 9th place, we have Kirby playing at VFW Blaine. 8th place, it's Red at American Legion Fridley with 103,000. Then with 122,000 in 7th place, getting pushed back from 6th, it's Caribou playing at Cooper's Restaurant. But we do have a winner on that line prize.
Yeah, it's Dago11 over at the Polar Lounge taking home $6. Good job, Dago11, as we work on this $6 large M, as well as a $1,804 coverall jackpot.
That's right, but the player that pushed Caribou back to 7th, moving up from 7th now into 6th, it's Tez. They play at Poppers and sit with 135,000 points. 5th place stayed the same as loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park, sits with 191,000 points. Then with 197,000, right outside that 200,000 point club in 4th place, we have Sinbob, who plays at Corky's Bar South Haven. But in 3rd place, getting pushed back from 2nd, another Corky's Bar South Haven player, we have Nan. They sit with 212,000 points, but we see them out there right now trying to take home some wins. But it's going to take a big push. They are right behind Scrub Eye, our #1 player, now pushed back to 2nd. They sit with 113,000, right ahead of Nan playing at American Legion Fridley. Just one win and they tie it up. But in 1st place, taking it over from 2nd, leaving Nan from that tie and taking it over from Scrub Eye, we have Mikey Wins playing at Steve-O's. They sit with 216,000 points right now and definitely have the lead. We're going to be seeing, though, because our entire top 3 are out there trying to take home those wins.
Yeah, we do have Shady VB over at the Rich Spring Golf Club, taking home $6 on that large M. We're now taking home working on a $1,800 coverall prize and got a little run up for it. So before I get into these location standings, let's see if it goes out in the next 2 balls. One final ball to try and give this one out. Let's see if it goes. It looks like Gar's 3 balls away, so we'll be working on a $10 must-go coverall prize. But onto the location standings. In 10th place, getting bumped back from 9th, we got Halfley's Bar in Richmond with 105,000 points. With 113,000 points in 9th place, moving up from 10th, we got Steve-O's in Crystal. 8th place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 120,000 points. With 123,000 points in 7th place, we got Miniger's Sports Hub in La Crescent. With 236,000 points in 6th place, we got our place on 3rd in Faribault. 5th place is VFW Blaine with 239,000 points. But before I get into that 300,000 point club, we do have a winner.
That's right, Doggo 11 at the Polar Lounge in North St. Paul is taking home that must-go prize of $10 in this game number 5. We're about to begin enrolled in a game number 6 where that jackpot is moving and grooving on over to this next round. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled and getting ready to get some cash.
Yes, should be some really, really fun stuff. But to continue on with our location standings in 4th place, I just had to figure out where we were at. I was in the 300,000 point club. 4th place is Boppers in Virginia with 339,000 points. With 397,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place is American Legion Fridley with 459,000 points. And with a whopping 556,000 points in 1st place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park.
That's some awesome stuff, and you guys better come out each and every day from 12 to 1, because whatever location you guys are playing at, accumulate those points as well. And so we're going to see how high those point totals get for them as well, as we are officially in the second half of Season 12. But we are going to be talking about some of the E-tabs that we have to offer, and the latest one released is called Bounty Hunter. We talked about it earlier, but it's a great one to choose. If you want to hear about a different one, we're listening to a little Buku Bucks action right now, which is a super fun one as well.
Yeah, head to the woods in search of big bucks, play beer pong at deer camp, or test your shooting skills in the Buku Bucks hunting bonus and win some trophy prizes. It's a super fun E-tab game that has all the hunting joy that you could possibly want. But we also have 70 different Charitable E-tab games, all with a bunch of different themes, and you guys can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds. You definitely want to check out a bunch of them.
Absolutely, and let us know which one is your favorite. We love hearing feedback from you guys, so check out all the different ones we have to offer and let us know. But we have some really awesome stuff that happened in this day in music history to talk about with you guys.
Yeah, it's a Saturday Night Live Music History Day.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, in 1975 on this day, on a Saturday night, a title later changed to Saturday Night Live, made its debut on NBC. Music is a big part of the show, and the first episode featured 2 musical guests performing 2 songs each, as Janice Ian doing At 17 and In the Winter, and then Billy Preston playing Nothing from Nothing and Fancy Lady.
Definitely a huge one. As Saturday Night Live has now become a staple of late night TV, and it's just cool that it got started on today in 1975. And music really is a big part of it. Probably the best musical skit they've ever done, the Cowbell skit.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, it's the most quoted skit probably of SNL all time.
I don't know enough.
You don't know enough?
No.
Do you know the Cowbell skit?
I don't think so.
You don't know? Like, I need more cowbell.
Yes, I have.
Okay. I was about to say, like, everyone's seen the Cowbell skit. If you don't know anything about SNL,
I haven't seen anything about SNL in probably years.
Yeah, I haven't watched SNL in so long. I only see like little
clips of it.
Clips of it. No, really, only I see is like the Jimmy Kimmel, like those kinds of
I see a
interview
bunch
shows.
of Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I see his the late night show.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of Saturday Night Live anymore.
No, I don't either.
There's so many writers though that come out of Saturday Night Live that end up being huge comedians, huge directors, huge actors and actresses. It's a really cool stop for a lot of those funny people.
Comedians. It's definitely a stepping stone in their career. But that's an awesome one on this day. But it was another day about SNL happening in 2003.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake makes his first appearance at the Saturday Night Live, doing double duty as host and musical guest. It is the first of many appearances he makes on the show throughout the coming years. His sketches eventually grow to include a Bee Gees parody, a sketch about dating Lady Gaga, a bailiff in a courtroom trial of an alligator, and the Target lady, as well as appearing in drag on stage with Beyonce.
Wow, we got Mikey Wins at the Chili Lime and Doggo 11 at the Polar Lounge. They are splitting up that $5 line prize. Now we're working on a $5 large M, and we have officially over $1,800 on that jackpot.
Yeah, who doesn't like a little JT action?
He was great on SNL.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite hosts.
It made his lovability go up so much higher.
Very much
Like,
so.
because he was already, like, he was a very good artist. He was a pop star, so it's hard to, like, buy into the person.
As a person.
Yeah, exactly, because you always assume these people are, like, not funny. They're just, like, full of themselves.
No, and he had a weird dating history.
Exactly, and then you find out he's, like, a funny, like, really, like, enjoyable guy to, like, watch on screen, and, like, whatever he portrayed as, like, an interview interviewee and interviewer. He just did a really good job. Even as an actor, I like him.
I like him as an actor. I think he's funny.
And so I think it worked really, really well for him. What was the serious role he did? Because I only saw him in comedies outside of the one like Time.
In Time.
Is that what it's called? In Time?
Yeah, with yeah, with
that
the chick from Mamma Mia.
That was a hard to watch movie because I found it kind of boring, but a very interesting concept.
We got Julski over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home that $5 large M though as we work on our final ball. Not looking like we're giving out that jackpot. We got $7 on that must-go prize, though. But we got Palmer, which is a 2021 movie, and it seems kind of serious.
Oh, I've seen a bunch of clips from it. It's about him as a convict and this boy who has tendencies to dress up like a girl, like play with girl things and stuff like that, what you'd call stereotypical girl things. And he kind of is just like becomes the father figure for this kid and like helps him out. And even though he's like this hard-nosed, like ex-convict that has lived this really tough life.
He's still one of the few people who accepts the kid.
Who actually like accepts the kid and like does a lot for him. It looked very emotional.
We got Dago 11 though over at the Polar Lounge taking home $7 on that must-go prize. Nicely done to all of our winners in this game number 6. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 7.
Oh yeah, hopefully you guys are getting enrolled and press and play. But while you guys are getting enrolled, you also have a little bit of time to get signed up at pgl.world and become a member of our league. PGL players, they compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has so much great information in it. Also, if you send in a video of you signing up in faster than 26 seconds, you beat John Higgins for the world record of fastest PGL sign up. So, you know, get going. We want to see it happen. So get enrolled, press play, and get enrolled also at pgl.world.
Oh, absolutely. And we love highlighting all the different players who sign up at pgl.world. And the latest ones to do so included Blue Frog 12, Pink Fly 123, Fred Trisha, BJ Palumbo, Andrew Scar, Sparky File, Gina 1440, BS Santer 34. We had Midnight, Kate, Schwam, we had JLP, as well as Peterson 27.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff in those players getting signed up, and always some crazy names getting signed up. My favorite one is BJ Palumbo right now. I just think it's a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
But we do have those PGL standings, which should be getting shaken up tonight as it is a MegaSota game night tonight. And you guys, the players who have been earning points all season long sit like this. In 10th place, we got Keeves over at Clearwater Corners with 618,000 points, with 692,000 points. In 9th place, we got Sarah Honey at VFW Austin. Previously in 7th, now in 8th, we got Nixon at VFW Roseville with 702,000 points. With 710,000 points, previously in 6th, now in 7th, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford. Shooting all the way up from 8th into 6th, we got Chapster over at Moe's with 728,000 points. With 728,000 points, but just about 300 points ahead of Chapster. In 5th place, we got Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill. 4th place is Bergar over at the Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 764,000 points. With 779,000 points in 3rd place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. 2nd place is Devoided over at the Roadside with 790,000 points. And with a huge lead, I mean, really dominating this season. In 1st place, we got Forget UD at VFW Austin with 1,164,000 points.
Absolutely, and you guys have just under 30 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 7. So make sure you guys press play and do so, as we got that prize over $1,800 on the line. But on the location side of things in the PGL standings, we start off in 10th place with the Cabin Bar in Nicolette. They sit with 1,931,000 points. But in 9th place, we got Corner Bar and Grill Winstead. They sit with 2,076,000. Then with 2,102,000 in 8th place, we have VFW Austin. 7th place, it's LJ's in Miltona. They sit with 2,140,000. Then with 2,161,000 in 6th place, we got the Friendly Buffalo in Big Lake. 5th place, Corner Pocket and Rice. They sit with 2,209,000 points. Then in 4th place, it's the Mabel Liquor Store. They sit with 2,467,000 points. Then with 2,652,000 points in third place, it's VFW Northfield. Second place, it's Poppers in Virginia. They sit with 2,746,000 points. And in first place, in a league of their own, it is Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. They sit with 3,360,000 points. But we do have a winner in this game, number 7.
TPPP over at Poppers in Virginia, taking home that $5 line prize. We're now working on a $5 large gem. Definitely some awesome stuff here.
Absolutely, but that's some awesome stuff in the PGL world, so make sure you guys come out for that MegaSota game night tonight at 6:40 and that awesome final Twins Wednesday before they switch to that Wild Wednesday tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Oh yeah, but while you guys are getting going on this game, we do have a little bit of wild news to get into as their first regular season game is happening this week. But their Saturday night preseason game brought the Minnesota Wild to a 6-1 record over the preseason with a resounding 5-1 win over the Dallas Stars, which, yes, we know the preseason only matters so much, but it certainly contained the sort of pent-up, chaotic energy that only the last preseason game before the start of the regular season can contain. These boys are ready to play some real hockey, and that's exciting to watch. Furthermore, we got to see assists and goals from all the players we wanted to see succeed. Watching Matt Zuccarello and Kirill Kaprizov play cat and mouse with unsuspecting innocent hockey players is what we are all here for. And this little game absolutely delivered. We got fights, we got Kirill Kaprizov power play goals, and we are certainly not complaining about the result.
Absolutely, that's some awesome stuff, and we got our first official season game happening this Thursday at 7 p.m. They're going to be going up against those Rangers, and we're going to have to see how they fare, but we do have a winner on that large M.
Shady VB over at Rich Spin Golf Club, taking home $5 on that large M. We're now working on an $8 coverall must-go coverall prize, as we got players already 2 balls away. I know Nan is definitely going to be looking for a win as they're trying to move up in that Twiking zone standing. Sitting in third place right now, just got bumped back from second into third.
Only 1,000 points behind Scrub Eye. And there it is. Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven has taken home $8 on that that must-go prize. I think they just tied up with Scrub Eye.
Yeah, I've seen Scrub Eye out there playing, but I don't know if I've seen a Scrub Eye win. So,
Gago 11 and Mikey Wins are the 2 to be looking out for today. They've taken home copious wins.
That's awesome. We'll see how our standings get shaken up after some really great wins here. But you guys are now getting enrolled into a game number 8 of Vikings Bingo, meaning we only have 3 more opportunities during this lunchtime to give out this great jackpot. So hopefully you guys are getting enrolled and press and play as we talk about our fishing report, talking about the Bemidji area lakes. This was done by Explore Minnesota on October 7th.
That's right, and the fall bite has begun. Jigs and minnows are producing the most walleye, and many of those fish are coming from 8 to 10 feet of water as they pursue shallow bait fish. Bass have been found using plastics off the deeper weed edges, and crappies as well as bluegill continue their trek towards the deeper basins, and some continue to come from the deep green cabbage weeds on small jigs tipped with minnows or with plastics. Northern pike action has been good for those using jigs and minnows in about 8 to 12 feet of water, while jumbo perch are responding well to jigs and minnows worked in the depths of about 8 to 10 feet. And as we head into the month of October, the bite should only get better.
Yeah, it should be some really awesome stuff heading into this end of fall fishing season, into the winter fishing season. Should be some really great stuff. And if you guys catch any great fish using some of the tips, maybe using one of those great Pilot Games lures that you guys got while we were over there in Minnesota, we'd love to see a player picture of it. We'd also like to see player pictures like these ones over here of you with a great jackpot. Maybe you just having a good time with your favorite bartender, playing your favorite E-Tab, or just you with your friends having a great time playing Pilot Games. You can share those pictures by direct messaging them to us on Facebook or by posting them onto any of your social media with the hashtag Pilot Games, or you can just email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. It's a great way to get them as well.
Absolutely. We love showcasing all the different player pictures you guys send in, and right now we got a great one. It's Fred Trisha taking home that $49,000 jackpot. Nicely done to Fred Trisha, or Trisha Fred, whatever one took home the win. You guys are great, and we love seeing all those amazing player pictures.
Oh, we definitely do. We just got 55 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 8 of Vikings Bingo, and hopefully we see you guys get enrolled and press play. But we do have some Viking news to talk about, as some big stuff has happened to our opponents the Dolphins. Because 2 weeks ago, you thought of playing the Dolphins in Miami. It looked pretty daunting. But now the Minnesota Vikings are 6 days away from facing a team that has dropped 2 in a row and doesn't know who its starting quarterback will be. Tua and backup Teddy Bridgewater are in the NFL's concussion protocol. If Bridgewater and Tua Tagovailoa aren't cleared for the protocol, third-string rookie quarterback Skylar Thompson, a 7th-round pick out of Kansas State, would be in line to start. Thompson made his NFL debut on Sunday, completing 19 of 33 passes. Not a great percentage there, for only 166 yards and an interception in a 40-17 loss to the Jets. Definitely what we're hoping for is that Skylar Thompson makes the start, because it seems like a pretty easy win for us in that case. He's an inexperienced quarterback. We got a bunch of veterans on that defense. Get some pressure in his face, force him to throw some interceptions, and we could have a really dominating win for us.
Absolutely. I just kind of looked up if there was any updates on Tua's condition. I am interested.
Yes.
And because of what happened to Tua, they had to modify concussion protocols in the NFL now.
Oh, yeah.
It's deemed that they followed standard protocol, and so no one in the actual capacity of the NFL or the Dolphins are at fault. But they were insufficient rules.
No, I know.
And so they have since changed them.
No, there needs to be a change in the rules after seeing that. We do have Julski over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home a $5 line prize. Now we're working on a $5 large M. I had kids that would literally, they would come off the field like when I was a player. I had this kid that he had an issue with concussions and ended up quitting football after a sophomore year of high school, even though he made varsity as a freshman in high school and started for us. Was playing a lot for us. He quit after a sophomore year, but he had gotten so many concussions that he would come off the field and you could totally tell that he was concussed, but he could perfectly pass a concussion exam. Like he would do better than he did in his original exam than he would when he would do his concussion exam. That's how that's how not well suited those exams are and everything like that.
Yeah, the Dolphins neurotrauma consultant got fired because of the instance.
Yeah, there just needs to be more precautions for those kinds of things, just because those are life-affecting situations.
Oh my gosh,
it's not a twisted ankle that you can just say, walk it off and go do it. This is stuff that affect people for a really long time. So I'm glad that they were able to recognize their mistake, edit some of those protocols, and hopefully they don't make that same mistake again, because you never want to see a player like that.
Absolutely. But unfortunately, their loss might be our gain. So we'll see how they happen this Sunday when they go up against those Dolphins at noon.
Yeah, it should be some really fun stuff. I'm hoping Thompson makes the start so then we can have a good day for the defense. We do have TPPP and Mikey Wins over at the Chili Lime, splitting up that $5 large M. And we got Mikey Wins over at the Chili Lime, getting another win on that $7 Musco coverall prize.
Nicely done, Mikey Wins. You are showing what it takes to lead the pack right now.
Yeah.
Definitely getting a bunch of wins today, so that is awesome for you. But if you guys want to show your support for our Vikings, you can play the E-Tab game, Vikings Victory. It's an awesome one that we've teamed up with them for, and you can even check out that Skull bonus round where if you pick a lucky letter, you could end up taking home some huge prizes.
Definitely some awesome stuff there, so hopefully we see you guys getting enrolled and pressing play. But as you guys are getting enrolled into these final 2 games of Vikings Bingo, we got some celebrity birthdays to talk about. First up, born in 1821, we got George Williams, an English philanthropist and founder of YMCA.
Oh, my cousins are a big fan of those YMCAs.
Yeah, I've never actually been to a YMCA.
I haven't either.
But I love YMCAs, and that's purely because of the song, purely because they have a great song.
Oh, yeah. Iconic, legendary,
and
timeless,
so,
if you will.
I've never met anyone that's like, ugh, I hate YMCAs. I'm like, how do you hate a YMCA?
How do you hate a YMCA?
We're going to the YMCA.
Why was that song made?
Because it's awesome. Because the YMCA is great. You can look up the meaning for it. We just got 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled. $1,884 on that jackpot. And hopefully we can see it go out in this game number 9.
It was just a reflection of the fun activities that young urban youth experienced at the YMCA, such as basketball and swimming.
Interesting. That's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, just a fun song.
Yeah, it was just made just to show how much fun you have at the YMCA.
I knew that. That's why I said
Jacques
they
Morali
just made
is
it because it was so
the
great.
French music producer that kind of made it the dance it is today.
That's awesome. Well, happy birthday, George Williams, founder of the actual YMCA. Not any bit of the song, but since he founded it, we have a great song as well. So happy birthday, George Williams.
Absolutely. Next up in 1844, we have Henry John Haynes. We have the German-American entrepreneur who founded prepared foods company J.H. Heinz.
Yeah,
Heinz Company of the 57 varieties.
Yeah, definitely awesome stuff there. Love
Ketchup.
Love good old Heinz ketchup. Heinz, long time. Yeah, at the age of 25, he co-founded a small horseradish business
Yeah, in Pennsylvania.
and that was the start of him creating.
I wish he named
Heinz
his kids
ketchups
after.
and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I wish he named his kids after condiments.
That would be really hilarious. That
Yeah.
would be really, really funny. Or condiments were named after his kids.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Instead of ketchup, we all just put George on our fries.
Exactly. Even better. And then everyone named George, his name is ruined because it's mustard now. We got 44 seconds to get enrolled in this game.
You put mustard on your fries
No, I just said.
instead of condiment.
I just said a condiment. George's mustard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. You're asking me if I put condiments on my fries. I put 0 condiments outside of maybe barbecue sauce, but that's even a question when it comes to fries. Usually
I
I
was gonna
just
say, no,
like.
you don't.
Usually I just like a good salted salted
fry.
fry.
Yeah.
That's all I eat, but I don't eat a lot of fries, to be honest. Unless
Yeah.
I'm having fast food, that's the only time I have fries.
Well, happy birthday to the man who made ketchup. But in 1918, we had Jerome Robbins. He is the American Tony and Academy Award-winning theater and ballet choreographer and the director of West Side Story as well as Peter Pan.
That's really cool stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah, West Side Story and Peter Pan, both huge productions.
We do have the Doggo 11, as well as Mike. They are both splitting up that and Shady VB over at Riches. And they are all splitting up that $6 line prize. Now we're working on a $6 large gem and over $1,900 on that jackpot.
Yeah, hopefully we see it go out right here. But we do have Nan, Dago 11, Beck, and Mike all 6 balls away. But really cool stuff. Definitely talented in choreography and directing. Being a part of 2 very successful
Absolutely.
productions. Makes sense why they won a Tony and Academy Award for it.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, it looks like he might be a dancer himself, at least at one point, which is very cool to see.
Is most choreographers not dancers in there?
Some are, some aren't. It really
Really?
just depends, yeah.
That surprises me. Like, I would expect at least for them, like, I expect every NFL football coach to have at least done high school level, like, varsity football.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that not the expectations for dance choreographers?
You would think.
But it's more just kind of a
who
training
has the
level.
eye for it, yeah.
Interesting. That's cool.
Like, some people are way better choreographers than they ever were as dancers.
That's
and
true
stuff
for
like
football
that,
too.
But
Like most of the greatest football coaches of all time, they weren't like amazing
Yeah.
football players most of the time. There's the few
very cool, though.
ones that aren't. Deion Sanders, he's doing a really good job coaching up his team right now, as I think they're 5-0 in their college football season.
Very cool.
But we do have Ram Gren 1 over at Reggie's Brew House, taking home $6. We're now working on a $9 Musco coverall prize.
Well, happy birthday, Jerome. Next up, we have in 1939, Maria Bueno. She is the Brazilian tennis player. She had 7 Grand Slam singles titles.
Yeah, awesome stuff there. Born in 1942. We got
Amita
Bachchan, Indian actor, was a part of the original The Great Gatsby.
Very cool. We do have our Musco prize winner, though, as player playing at Poppers in Virginia, taking home $9 on that Musco. Nicely done in this game number 9. We're about to begin enrolled in our final game of Vikings Bingo, game number 10.
Yeah, he also was a singer and former politician, known for his work in Hindi cinema.
Very cool.
Yeah, definitely some.
He's 80 years old today.
Happy birthday, Bachchan.
Well, next up, in 1950, we have Andrew Woolfolk. He is the American pop musician from Earth, Wind, and Fire. He sang Shining Star.
Definitely some awesome stuff there. You do any
You're
work with
shining
Earth, Wind, and
star.
Fire, you're pretty
No matter
big.
who you are.
That's a good one.
Yes, my high school class song was September.
I don't remember what my high school class song. I think it was some like country, like I'll see you again, kind of.
Yeah,
country
we
song.
we had Earth, Wind, and Fire as
That's
ours.
what it is.
I've also seen Earth, Wind, and Fire live.
Really? I've never seen Earth, Wind, and Fire.
They were good. I saw them at like an outdoor amphitheater.
Interesting.
I
How
didn't
old
know
were you?
I was young. I was
Oh, okay.
young. Probably like 9.
Okay, so they were still like doing some
8.
pretty good performances.
Oh,
then.
absolutely. It was really fun to see them live.
That's really, really cool stuff. Well, happy birthday, Andrew Woolfolk. I don't think I
Yeah,
would say the name.
yeah, sure.
Next up, born in 1961, we got Steve Young, an American NFL quarterback. He won the Super Bowl in 1988 and in '89. He was the '94 MVP. And, he also won it in '94 as well, winning the MVP that season. Pro Bowl from 1992 to '98, and was the NFL passing TD leader from 1992 to '94, and then again was the NFL passing TD leader in '98 again. He played for the San Francisco 49ers.
Wow. Very impressive.
Yeah, definitely some really cool stuff there.
Yeah, you guys have just about a minute, though, to get enrolled in this last round of Vikings bingo. That's some awesome stuff, though, that he had accomplished,
Yeah,
though.
Steve Young is, I think, one of those quarterbacks that I would probably guess he'd be better in today's NFL than he was back in his time. As, yeah, he was one of those first quarterbacks to really, like, be a scrambler, like, running outside the pocket during a day and age where the quarterbacks never really scrambled or ran outside the pocket. He would kind of work really well. He's kind of like the Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers type quarterback before that was even a thing. He was, just a very, very talented quarterback.
Yeah, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2005.
Yeah, he ended up with finishing his career with 43 rushing touchdowns, just to give you an example of how good of a runner Steve Young was.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I think he would be really good in today's NFL, more so than he was then, even though he was in
his day, too.
He was a Super Bowl winning quarterback then.
Still, happy birthday, Steve Young. Next up in 1966, we have Luke Perry. He is an American actor. He was in Beverly Hills 90210, and he was also in Riverdale. He unfortunately passed pretty young.
Oh,
I think he was like early 40s. He's the actor I literally just told you about the other day.
Yeah, I forgot that he had passed, but he's he's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 8 Seconds, The Fifth Element,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, my favorite rendition of Buffy the Vampire Slayer
1992.
ever. It is my favorite Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. I have to show you to you, especially because it's Halloween season and I can't get away with showing you.
You can.
That kind of stuff right now, and it's so good. It's so funny, and it's so good. And I love Sarah Michelle Gellar, who plays the original TV show of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but this movie, something about this movie, it's so good.
Yeah, he's in the 2007 Sandlot.
Oh, okay.
Heading Home.
The third one.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never seen it.
I saw the second. I never saw the third.
I saw the second. I like the second about the girls. Oh, he was in that one movie, the Alice Upside Down that you were just saying. That's what brought it up.
Oh, Alice Upside Down. Yeah, it's a super star-studded cast, but I've never heard of it before.
This is literally the movie that made us talk about him the other day. But we do have Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven taking home $6 on that line prize.
The final line prize of this lunchtime. Next up, born in 1976, Emily Deschanel, an American actress. She's a part of Bones, sister of Zooey Deschanel from New Girls.
Great stuff.
I'm a huge fan of Emily Deschanel.
Happy birthday, Emily.
At one point, I had a child crush on her.
Really?
Yes.
In Bones?
Oh, yeah, for sure in Bones.
Yeah. I don't know her from anything, really.
That's the only thing I knew her from.
Nice. Well, happy birthday, Emily. In 1989, we have Michelle Y. She is the American golfer, and she won the U.S. Open in 2014.
And our final celebrity born on today, born in 1992, we got Cardi B. I'm not even going to try and say her name. She's American.
Belcalis Almanzar.
Okay, there you go. American rapper. Did Bodak Yellow, I Like It, as well as WAP.
We got Cece at Frankie's Bar over at St. Paul taking home that $6 large M. Now we got got a nice run up at this jackpot.
Oh, yeah. But we got some movies released on today. And in 1997, A Christmas Carol was released, the animated one.
Very cool.
Yeah, super cool stuff. I don't think it's the classic animated one, but I think it's a different rendition of animated A Christmas Carol.
Well, in 2002, The Transporter was released.
Yeah, this one's an interesting one. It's an action flick that's super fun. Next up, in 2013, Captain Phillips was released.
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. Yeah,
That's the only thing I think of.
Yeah, that's a.
Was this based on a true thing?
I think so. I think it's a true story. Tom Hanks is one of the stars in it, and one of his just great movies that he's done.
We are moving past that jackpot. We got $9 on that must go now. But there it is, our winner. Mikey wins at the Chili Lime is taking home $9. But also released on this day in 2013, we got Machete Kills.
It's got Danny Trejo, Mel Gibson, Michelle Rodriguez, Charlie Sheen, Lady Gaga, Amber Heard, Sofia Vergara, Antonio Banderas, all in that movie.
Wow, and Alexa Pentavega is the chick from Spy Kids.
Yeah, it's just a lot of different stars. And 2019 Gemini Man. Good job to all of our winners in this final game of Vikings Bingo. We're now going to get enrolled into some game day bingo. But before you guys do so, we got a player spotlight. And that was Mikey Wins over at Steve O's, who took home $23,000 over this past weekend. And over at Steve O's, you guys are supporting the West Metro Fire Rescue District Firefighters Relief Triple Crown. Their mission is to be committed to protecting the community's quality of life through prevention, preparedness, and all hazard emergency responses.
Absolutely. That's a great jackpot they took home and an even better charity they supported while playing. Each of you guys out there are supporting them as well as you play. So make sure you guys get enrolled in these next 2 minutes for some game day bingo. And remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
we're at the Ledge